Today we're going to show you how to set up an automatic smart tracker from Eppley with a shade disc kit. We've gotten the tracker and the shade disc kit all unpacked and all the stuff is here. We just need a few tools. So I've got some Allen wrenches and some screwdrivers for as we go. The first thing we want to do is add the smart tracker, the shade disc kit to the tracker. And to do it, we have to disassemble part from how it was shipped. So to do so, we're going to remove the bar, and the vernier dial from one side of the tracker. 3/16 Allen wrench is used for reducing the vernier dial, and it comes right off. You'll notice there's 3 leveling screws here. Use a 532 to remove the other arm. Then we will use the 9/64 to remove our 3 screws, which will hold the shade disc kit on. Now the front of the tracker is the edge with the level on it. This can be confusing. Common mistake is to put the pyrheliometer or the shade disc kit on backwards. The tracker was shipped to you in the home position so that it is facing forward, where the front is at the connector block. In this case, it's an all-weather, an all-latitude to go in the tropics, so that it has the marks. If it's, it may not have the marks, it may have a internal stopper which will align it so that it's against the connector block. So now that we have that, we're going to take the table of the shade disc kit, and the table is going to mount where we just removed these 3 screws. You may want 2 people for this step. One to hold the table in place as we line up the 3 holes. Once they're all in, we're going to just tighten them all snug. And check that it's solid. Next, we'll put the vernier dial back on. We're going to set it. It was in the home position, so we know we're at horizontal. So we're going to set 0 to 0. And tighten it up. This can always be adjusted later if need be. We're going to put our key back in, which will hold our shade disc arm in the right place. Next step is to put the arm in place. So we're going to take the arm, we're going to start by sliding the nipple connector on, and then we're going to rotate the arm around so so that the knurled knob is on the outside of the mount and the table. There are 2 Allen screws used to hold this in place. We tighten those up. Next we will add the arm. This is a single shade arm. You'll see that there's a flat edge here. There's a flat edge on the disc, so you can adjust the disc, allow the screw to go onto the flat edge to bite. Also note there's a little dimple on that. That dimple is the spacer to be at the right distance for the arm. So we want to loosen up the holding screws, and we want to loosen up the spacing screw. So we want to then slide in flat side down, dimple up, and we, holding the arm straight, we slowly tighten up.
That's the end of the threading comes in.
We will tighten this up, and then we feel for the dimple. And you'll hear it snap into place on the dimple. We'll tighten that up just a little bit more, and then we use the flats to hold it in place. And then we use the nuts to hold everything tight. And now you have your shade arm done. The last piece to assemble is the nip arm, which can be put on. We don't want to go too close because we don't want the pyrheliometer flange to hit the side, so we'll want to pull this out and adjust it as needed at the time.